Well, hi guys. Today we're going to be doing quite a quick look at if you are using LVM, logic volume management on Linux. If you find that you're running out of disk space, for instance, on your root mount point, and you want to increase it by adding a new hard drive to the system, but you don't want it to show as a new hard drive, but just want to extend your current root mount point, then this is the procedure you can follow. It's quite easy. I got most of my information from a website here, which you will see the link to. It's just a couple of steps. It's very easy. I've done it on Ubuntu, and this is what we're going to be logging into right now to show you how it's done. All right, so if we, I'll just show you that there's the virtual machine of Ubuntu running. Like I say, I've done this on a live server, and it worked perfectly. It was just perfect. All right, so first thing we do is you need to be able to have SSH access to the server, and you need to be sudo. All right, so we log into the server. Okay, and what we're going to do is, I haven't added a new hard drive yet, but what we're going to do is just to see how much space have we currently got available. All right, there's numerous ways you can do that, but let's just say we use df-h. Okay, and it tells us here, this is one we're looking at. Okay, we've used already 67% of my virtual hard drive. Well, my hard drive, but in the virtual machine. So, okay, I have actually done this same extension of the root mount point on a machine that had 0 space available. I can't remember exactly how I did it. It was basically these steps, but there's one little extra thing I did. I wish I could tell you what it was. I cannot remember. But all right, so what you can see is, okay, so we've got 67% space that's used. So what is that? That's 33% space that we've got left. Okay, you can also do a lsblk on it. lsblk here, lsblk. All right, and it also tells us we've only got the one drive here, SDA. Okay. And our root mount point is on it. There it is. Okay, so that's the one that we want to extend. Okay, so I see it says the size is 4 gig, but okay, so that's the one we want to extend. We're going to extend it by approximately 10 gig. Okay, so to get going, we need to add a new hard drive to this machine. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a shutdown of this virtual machine. And we'll do it for now instantaneously. Okay, and if we switch over, you'll notice the server is going to die. It's busy powering off, and there, the virtual machine is gone. Okay, let me just close this. Okay, so if we go into the virtual machine, into VirtualBox, this is 6.1 if I remember correctly. Okay, and we can go to settings for the virtual machine that we're interested in. We go then to storage. Where's storage here, and you'll see we've got currently one drive that's added to the system. It's a 10 gig drive, strangely enough, but I've only got so little left. It's all, you know, the swap and all sorts of things take space and etc. Although I don't think I've got swap on here, but anyway. Okay, so we click on the controller, all right, and we click at the bottom here, and adds a new storage attachment. We click on it and we select hard drive or hard disk. Okay, and it will then go ahead and show us, we can either select from stuff that we already got available, but in our case we're creating a brand new one, so we click on add and create, not add, create. There we go, create. All right, and you can accept the defaults. We're going to do dynamically allocated. It's just quicker to get things set up, and there we go. We just accept the default as well. We're going to increase it by 10 gig. All right, and we create that, and let's select that from the list. Oh, it's already selected for us. We just say choose, and there we now have 2 drives. Okay, it just added an _1 to the original drive and created a new one. All right, so like you'll see, that's 10 gig as well. Okay, currently only 2 meg because it's dynamic, but all right, and we say okay on that, and we start the machine up again, and we'll just give that a moment. So while that's starting up, takes a moment, we'll go back to this side, and we'll be re-logging in. So let's just clear our screen, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so the server has started again, and the Ubuntu server. So if you come back this side and we log in again, and okay, so like I say, it's added the new drive now. It's there, okay. But if we do a lsblk again, all right, you'll notice here is SDB. There's our new drive, okay. It's a 10 gig disk, but at the moment it's unused, okay. And that's what this process is about, is to take this one, the root, okay, and extend it by that amount, 10 gig, our new hard drive. This could have been a physical hard drive on a real server, like in my one server's case, but okay. So if we just go through all these steps, okay, so the first thing we can do is, well, we have to run sudo fdisk-l, and it'll basically list everything for us, and we can see, does well, we've already noticed that Linux is aware of this disk, but let's just check using fdisk, okay, and here it is, okay, it's this one over here, all right, and yes, it's picked up that it's 10 gig, and yeah, all looks good, all right. So the next step that we've got here, okay, is then to do a where we do a sudo pvscan, okay, pvscan, my mistake, and we paste that in there, sudo pvscan, and it says, oh, there's only the one drive that it's aware of, okay, SDA3, all right. So we need to add that 10 gig to this, okay. And so now we're getting into the LVM specific stuff, all right. The first thing we do that, well, not yet, okay, we're still in fdisk, okay. So we've now noticed by looking at lsblk and so forth, that is SD, SDB. Let me just quickly make sure about that again. I don't want to make a mistake here. Yeah, SDB, okay. So yours might be different. Okay, but whatever is new here, all right, that's what you're looking at, okay, that's what you want to type in, that SDB there, all right. So we say paste, okay, dev, and then SDB, what I just spoke about, all right. So okay, we're now in fdisk, and if we move this ever so slightly to the side here, okay, and the first thing it'll ask us, does not contain or recognize, create a DOSC disk label. We don't want to, so it's N for no. Okay, and after that, it's going to ask us, do we want to write a primary or extended? It's a primary partition, so you create a primary. Okay, and we want to be working on partition number 1. Okay, the first sector, you can type what you want in here, but just accept the defaults, because then it'll use the maximum of the drive that it can, which is what we want to do in this case. So we press enter, and now it'll tell us where does it end, and again we want to use the maximum. Okay, so we accept the default. All right, then we come back to this side, and it says, okay, so we've got to say what type it is. All right, so we type in T. Okay, and then very specific here, it has to be 8E due to the fact that we're using LVM. All right, and once we've done that, now nothing has been changed on this disk yet, so now we press W for write, and now it's actually going to go ahead and do the changes. All right, and it says it's done it. Okay, so okay, for now we skip number 4 over here because we're not running on CentOS or anything. Okay, so again, if we now say lsblk, remember it used to be just SDB. All right, now we've got SDB, and under that SDB1. Okay, yours again, like I say, could be something different, but if you just follow the steps I'm going through, you'll know what yours would be. All right, and it's been added. All right, so now we need to get, this is where we really get into the LVM type stuff now. All right, so we say create on SDB1, this partition that we just created. All right, we say pvcreate on that. Okay, successfully created. And then we do a vgdisplay. All right, and the thing is, what I mentioned here is look for, there's going to be a column vg, a field called vg name. All right, we need that name. So if we paste that in here, all right, vgdisplay, okay, there's vg name. All right, and in this case, it is ubuntu-vg. Okay, so remember that name for, okay, we're going to need that in the next step. Okay, so if we go to the next step, come on, Control C here, All right, and we paste that in. Okay, so we use that ubuntu-vg here. All right, down here we're extending that, and we're extending it onto our new partition. Okay, which is okay. So if we say yes to that, okay, volume created success. Yeah, the group created successfully. Sorry, that's just the group. Okay. What did I just say? vgextend. Okay, so now we can do a scan on it again. All right, and see what it tells us. Okay, and there we go. It used to be just SDA3, if you remember. If you go a little bit up here somewhere, over here, okay. The last time we did a pvscan, it only had the one, which was SDA3. Now we've got two, okay, the SDA3 as well as SDB1. All right, and both of them are in the same group. All right, that's the important bit. Okay, so so after the pvscan, where are we now? That was number 7, I think. Somebody number 9. All right, now we've got to use lvdisplay and look for the lv path value. Okay, in the results. All right, paste sudo lvdisplay, and up here is lv path. Okay. And there's the path. All right, so that's the value, and I think that's what I've got in my examples here. ubuntu-lv, ubuntu, yes. Okay, so now we actually need to do the extend, okay, of the logical. Okay, let's control C here. All right, and we're actually going to do an extend. Okay, so we are extending, okay, that logical volume path that we're using here. All right, over onto our new partition SDB1. All right, let that run. Okay, created successfully. All right, and our last step, okay, we can't access it yet. We can't do anything with it. Our last step is we have to do a resize to FS, okay, to file system. Okay, so we again use this value here. All right, okay, and we say paste, and we done. Okay, well, should be done. All right, and now, all right, if we do a df-h, okay, and we're looking here, and we've expanded it now. Remember, it was 4 gig just now. It's now 14 gig. All right, so if you are running out of disk space on your root, okay, you've expanded it now by whatever the size of the hard drive is you attached. And that's basically it for Ubuntu.